It's finally getting warm outside, so it's time to do some weeding. So here's some tips on some ways to do it that'll be helpful for your back and your knees. Weeding is one of the worst things you can do physically. It's very difficult to either not bother your knees or not bother your back. So I'll talk about ways you can sort of pick which one you want to stress a little bit more, because there really isn't a great way. The biggest thing to remember with weeding is please do not stand, bend over, and do your weeding. So those little women's behind cardboard cutouts is the worst thing that you can do. You need to drop your bottom as you're going down. So if you want to get down, you've either got to squat with your back here, because now my back is in neutral, my knees are not that far forward, so I can get to my weed this way if you're using a trowel or something like that. So you've got this squat position here. If you're doing a lot of weeding and your knee can take it, you can go down on one knee. The thing you want to be careful of is twisting. So if you're here, you want to work in this area, but when you start doing things like this, that's going to set your back off right away because you're bending and twisting together, which is not a good position. The other thing you want to avoid is sitting in a straddle position and weeding all in front of you. Sitting with your legs straight out in front of you or a little bit out to the side is really, really hard on your back. If you don't have great kneecaps, you can get the braces that like carpenters wear, which is a real hard shell so that you can kneel a little bit easier. That's an option for you. This is a little bit rough. It can be done if you've got a pretty good strong core and a back. The other option you have, and this is not for knee patients, is if you're here, research has shown that squatting is a lost art form in America, and it's one of the reasons why we have bad backs. So if you can get down and your kneecaps aren't a problem, this is actually good for your back, because you can pull weeds this way and your back's in a neutral position. So there's a couple options for you. Avoid bending and twisting, use your bottom, drop it down.